This past week, an 8-man Kansas high school football player was given a national award for his great accomplishment of breaking the Kansas 8-man record of 9 touchdowns in a game while tying the national record of 10 in a game, which was played the very first week of this season.
I'd now like to introduce you to the September NHSCA GTM Athlete of the Month, Evan Kreger.
Of course, I had dreams just like any other kid, but this is beyond what I expected. Of course, I couldn't accomplish it with you guys sitting up front. Thank you, fellas.
We had some big kids up front, some senior linemen, and they're kind of the ones that paved the way for Evan. 4 guys across the line on a 5-man line and 8-man, and they were determined, and they knew that if they gave Evan a chance that he could take it the distance every time.
One thing when I was writing this, I thought back to the first time I really knew Evan, and it was when he came to school here as a 6th grader. And I remember back then that our PE teacher at the time, Kevin Ayers, came to me and said, "Hey man, you ought to check out this 6th grader. He is really fast. I think he's really going to help you guys out in junior high football and in athletics." So he was really impressive from the first day that he stepped onto the campuses here at Hodgman County.
I remember first day in practice, our camp, we're just practicing, and Coach Hodgman goes down there, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys get back, and when you're in the backfield," and he makes me stand in 3-point stance, and I was like, "What? I don't do this," because I like to set up and see what's going on, but he knew what he was doing, and of course, eventually, I believed in everything he did, and thanks to him and the team, this is what happens. After I scored my first touchdown, I was tired. I don't know why. It's because I guess I was excited. It's first game, and scoring against Pawnee High just, meant a lot. And I went back to the huddle for a 2-point conversion, and I looked at the guys, and they got the big old grins on their faces like, "We're going to kill them." And I was like, I knew right then that it's going to be a good night. And
Now, prior to that game, an article was written in which the opposing team's player made a statement in which it would be nice to beat Hodgman County because of their new coach, Matt Hausman. Hausman had previously coached at their opponent's school the previous year, and a player made the statement that he didn't like him much anyways, and he was excited to beat Jetmore very badly. When Kreger was asked about this statement, this is what he had to say.
Thank you for bringing that up. I wasn't gonna, but that little comment is exactly what set all us on fire. Like on the way on the ride there, we're like, the kid. To be honest, if he wouldn't have said what he said, I don't know if I would have even scored 10 touchdowns or even if we were beat him that bad. But that had everything because we love our coach and he's great. So if you don't like it, he can.
As far as the record goes, when did you find out that you had the record?
It wasn't during that game because after the game was over, I didn't know anything about it and I didn't even know how many touchdowns I had. But then some guy from Dodge, he told me that I broke Kansas record and tied a national, and of course I was like, a little bit surprised but I was excited. After the first game, I of course didn't think too much about it because I was just focused on the season, and I had more plans in my mind that we could accomplish and more dreams we could accomplish if we just focus on the games, So I didn't think about it that much. I didn't talk about it much. And now that the season unfortunately is over, I kind of realized what I did is pretty cool. What we did is pretty cool, and this does mean a lot to me, and I'll never forget it.
Evan broke the Kansas record of 9 touchdowns, which was held by Brian Kendall of Haviland since 1974 and Brandon Major of Wilson since 1994. Major contacted Evan through Facebook to congratulate him on the record and welcomed him to the club. Evan has not decided where he is going to college, but made sure everyone knew that he would be attending college. Evan will be featured in the National High School Sports Hall of Fame Museum, which is slated to open in 2013 in Easton, Pennsylvania. Evan will also have a professional photo shoot to appear in the GTM Sportswear catalog. Congratulations, Evan.